Hey, Davey!
Good evening, Mr. Spencer.
Good evening, Davey. How are you, son?
I'm all right, but I know someone who's much, much better.
Go on.
The fella who's getting fucking the parking money for those Learjets up in Glasgow.
Hey! Boo boo!
Boom, boom. That's me. I bet he's going, darling, pack your bags. We're going away this Christmas.
I tell you what, 400 Learjets, private jets, into Glasgow.
Go on.
Oh, let's let them in. How much do you think they're charging them?
What for a Learjet?
Yeah.
It's got to be £500 or £600 a day, surely.
Well, it's landing costs as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's everything.
That's what I'm saying. Well, it's a 2-week job, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So.
I don't know, mate. You know, like if you went to it's a seminar, for want of another word, isn't it?
That's all it is. It's a bastard seminar, man.
It's a seminar, is all it is. It's a 2-week seminar, yeah. But instead of like you live in Richmond, so you've gone up in your motor, and you know, like me, I'd have said, Clive, listen, mate, you know that seminar we're going to in Glasgow? You go,
yeah.
I'll drive to Richmond, yeah.
Yeah.
And you can come up in my motor, and we'll split the juice, yeah. Or we'll go up in yours and we'll split the juice. We'll park one vehicle, we'll leave one behind. You know what I mean? Rather than following each other up the road, they followed each other in midair. In fact, the word has it that Jeff Bezos, or Bonzo, whatever you want to fucking call him, nut, bollocks, him and Bill Gates and one or two others flew into Turkey first, and they partied this weekend in Turkey. And it got doubtful on Sunday whether they'd be able to fly their Learjets in due to the weather.
Fucking hell. But Dave, the biggest thing is they reckon 13,000 tons of CO2 they pump into the atmosphere for 400 jets just flying in.
It'll be a little bit more than if you'd have all got on a commercial flight, that's for sure. You wouldn't need to be I don't know, whatever scientist it is that measures all that fucking shit that comes out.
What is it? It's at the end of the day, what is it? It's a fucking jolly. That's all it is. It's a fucking jolly.
Listen, mate, when it says COP 26, yeah, when you're on the 26th seminar, yeah, of sorting the same problem out, it's probably not going to happen. You know what I mean?
I wonder if Davos is going to head next year.
Oh, probably.
Because how many Learjets go into Davos? You know, when you think about it, COP26. Exactly. But what are they talking about? Next lockdowns around the world. Hey, the next financial.
I've heard. I got a message. I mean, I don't know how true it is because I've not verified it. I've not spoken to any of my family in Australia, but I'm gonna. I have heard that a few people have had their payments stopped in Australia, welfare payments, who haven't had the vaccine. I did send you the message, but I know you don't open them, but
I'll have a look at that. I'll have a chat tonight with the connections we've got out there.
Yeah, well, I've got family out there, you know what I mean? On my stepfather's side.
But I want
good evening, everyone. Everyone say good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Graham, Anne, Heather, Steve, Jonathan.
I can't share out, so if anybody could share out.
So, if anybody could share what we're going through,
I can't do it at the moment.
Matt, Ian, Anne, I've been stopped. I'm not allowed to share certain things because it's not within the community standards. It's our fucking community.
Well, it's not, is it? Well, listen, like I've always said, at the end of the day, yeah, this Facebook thingamajiggy, yeah, it's no different than your Free Elements website. You know what I mean?
No, it's not. You know,
it belongs to him, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
It does.
It's his website, so what he says goes. Fair enough, isn't it? You know
it's my toys. It's my toys. Fucking, it's my toys. Leave it alone.
It's my ball, and you're not playing. That's the one.
Yeah. Fucking tell you, Zuckerberg.
The only thing you could do is set your own up, and it'll never be. It's like anything. Whatever's normally first on the scene, whatever it is normally the because everyone migrated and because they didn't have anywhere else to fucking migrate to, did they? It was Facebook or no book.
I tell you,
and guess it's not really taken off in the way that he thought it would. I don't think.
And I tell you another thing, mate. What else is going on in the news today? Anything else we need to pressure on about?
I haven't watched a lot of news.
I know that.
Oh, there was a very, very nasty derailment in Swindon over the weekend, late Sunday.
Right.
So that's, I believe that's still blocked.
That's been,
blocked. Is blocked a word? It is now.
It is now.
Yeah, it was blocked. It's still blocked. So I believe they're still working on it. So yeah.
I tell you what, mate.
Possibly a foreign object derailed a train.
I tell you what is in the news today is the bank, Barclays Bank.
Where did I say it was? I said Swindon, didn't I?
Swindon.
I got the S bit right, and it's only down the road. I know you don't want to walk it.
It's only a split distance away, isn't it? So Barclays Bank, mate.
Luckily, it was only the driver that. I mean, because it was so late on a Sunday, and
yeah.
In all honesty, unless it's rush hour, no one fucking uses the trains. They're too expensive, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're well overpriced.
When you think about how much you pay now for a train ticket today, I think my mother was getting charged £120 at one point. Fucking 1 week.
I mean, it's a train from the coast, from down the coast up to London. It's about 37 quid thereabouts. But if you book the same ticket, another word in
Tricket. Tricks or tricket.
If you buy another ticket online, the same ticket online, you can get the same one for about £20.80.
I tell you, mate.
All it is it's because you're dealing with a ticketing company, and basically what they want everyone to be doing is buying their tickets online, ideally. And then once everybody starts doing it, I mean, they've got rid of a lot of the ticketing offices now anyway. They're all machines or they're tap-ins, whatever.
Yeah, look.
We've got tapping machines here that don't work. You know what I mean?
You must have done this. I had the fraud squad. I come off guard once, Queen's Life Guard, and I had British Rail fraud squad waiting for me because I used to jump the trains to Wales.
I was still jumping to go.
They caught me a cracker, mate.
I walked past three. One transport police officer, I think, or two, and two, ticket inspectors. You know, on the north side here, down here on the coast, on the north side, there's no barriers or anything. You can walk straight in. But they put up on that side, normally round about school time, ready for the kids.
Yeah.
The kids, you know, a lot of the parents can't afford to rail travel to get to school, can they?
No, they can't.
Whether they get free travel, I don't know, but they don't. Some of them have to buy, some of them don't. So anyway, they jump the trains and they like to grab hold of them. So yeah, I do if it's possible. Then and all this bollocks about buying split tickets. Listen, just charge us the fucking proper price. What's the fair going rate?
But look at that. Look at that. Train fare from Darlington to York. They wanted £132.
That's mental. That's mental. You could do that for about 30 quid in dues return.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
they don't want to drive the cars. You know what I mean? Or about, I don't know, 1,800 quid in a Lear jet.
Mate, look at this. Look at this. We went to Durham on a bus instead.
Yeah.
£7 day pass. How much? Dave, here's a quick question for you. How much a bus is? How much do you get your bus fare from Worthing? Stop.
Yeah, but there's a reason. Yeah, but there's a very good reason for it. A bus for me to London is £9.
That's because you got your senior citizens card. I can remember now.
No, it's £9 for anyone. Yeah, it's £9 for anyone.
No.
Reason for that is because bus companies are highly, highly subsidised through the taxpayer.
Yeah.
That's why buses get huge. Listen, mate, it's a license to print money running a bus firm.
Yeah.
Well, it's a license to print money owning a owning a rail franchise, in all honesty.
Well, mate, I tell you what, yeah, fucking hell. There's a lot of money to be made out there, but Mr. Zuckerberg...
Let's say the train's going up with one person on it, yeah? And a driver, or hopefully.
Yeah.
That electric's costing them... That electric's been produced anyway. It's Nixie, the electric.
Yeah,
they don't
definitely.
Get electric till at the end of the month, do they?
No, mate, fucking...
You know what I mean?
You know,
they're not on a meter.
Whoa, what's going on here? Matt's just posted something up there. Have you seen pro footballers do not have to open up about if they have had the vax or not? Let's face it, these pros could never need it, but in the past 3 weeks across fans and players, 5 people have suffered cardiac arrests. Yeah, definitely. You know, I watch a lot of football, so why is this not making the news and vax related? The vax, they're gonna fucking hide. Look,
you're never gonna get the figures and who's had it and who ain't had
it. You know, fucking hell. You know, vax this.
What you make of it, don't you?
You're better off getting a fucking Dyson than a vax. But a Dyson fucking makes more sense. A vax is, you know, so... Oh, sorry about that.
Well, I see some fella...
Oh.
I sprayed that. I see some fella... It was online.
It's Briggs's fault. Fucking hell.
3 or 4 days ago, some footballer online, he came out as being gay, as if he was... And he said he's the first one. I thought, no, you're not. Justin Fashanu.
Oh, mate.
It was before he was born, mate, this geezer that said it.
So who said it? Who was that?
Oh, some football. I don't know, mate. I don't really follow the football that much. I've watched a bit of it over the last couple of Saturdays.
Come on, son. You just told us you follow football. Come on. Who's this guy who came out the other day? Yeah, that's what he's just asked as well. Who is it?
Fucking Google it. If you're that interested.
Can't be bothered, really. My fingers hurt.
Exactly. But he wasn't the first one. I think Justin Fashanu was. You know what I mean?
Are we on the farm this evening? What do you mean, are we on the farm this evening?
Oh, yeah, definitely, Kerry. We're on the farm. You know it. It's there, the yard.
What? What are you on about? Are we on the farm?
You're not on it. You'll catch up. When you watch it back, you'll catch up. So, anyway... what else then?
No. What he's saying is he's the first Aussie football player, I think.
Oh, does that make a difference then?
Yeah, because
I'm not gay in Australia, is it?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It is. It's a different sort of...
Maybe it's because they play Aussie rules football or something. I don't know.
You know, yeah, but it is what it is, you know. My cousin is double jabbed. I'm boosted. He's come down with the Delta variant, and the vaccines that I've had don't do anything. No, they don't. We already tell you the vaccines doesn't. It's not a cure. It's still on test. All right. So, hey,
it's still on test.
I tell you what's an interesting one.
Go on.
The Barclays CEO, Barclays Bank, the CEO, has stepped down.
Oh yeah, I know. He was he was running an account for an American firm, wasn't he, when he was working for an investment bank, and Epstein was one of his clients.
One of his clients.
Yeah, he stepped down. I see Andrew. Yeah, this is a reminder. This.
Go on.
You know, Amnesia Andrew.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I've never met Pizza Express and all this bollocks. Yeah, you remember all that? Yeah. Oh no, I don't recall that. No, I don't recall that. All of a sudden today, his lawyers have published that he wants the case finished because Andrew said she was responsible for bringing I don't know, fresh meat to the game, for want of a better word. So, from not knowing her, from not recalling who she was, and not remembering the photograph or anything like that, He can suddenly recall that she was basically a madam at 17. He must have just said it. He must have woke up in the morning and go, bong! Oh, yeah, I remember. She's the fucker who's bringing all the young birds, the fucking bitch.
Exactly.
Oh, it's all coming back to me now.
And it is.
I had flying home. I left.
I can't remember that.
I left after a week. I thought it was terrible.
He must have come off the magic mushrooms, mate.
Yeah. For 5 days. I thought, I'm not having any more of this. It's going to cost me.
Fucking hell, man! I tell you, it's unbelievable. And then you got the ranking. What's his name? Rishi Sunak.
Go on. The chancellor.
The chancellors. He's coming out now, and he's coming out with a fight, trying to defend why he's rose the taxes to 150 billion. The largest since 1950s. He's coming out now.
He's only starting, mate.
He hasn't. No.
Listen, wait till the March budget comes out for the April.
Oh, I tell you what.
This is just a little preamble.
This is just feeding a little bit of bait in the water to see who's going to come up for it. Fucking hell! I tell you, it's unbelievable.
Oh, Steve Sunak, he's a very traditional family name, the Sunaks. Very well known.
Very. Royalty.
It's from Edwardian times.
I tell you what.
They've slowly died out over the years. He's one of the few left.
Very rare. It's a very rare name.
Yeah.
It's a very, very rare name. You know? So, fucking, it's wild anyway when you think about it. Absolute wild.
He was a horse, you know. He was born in a barn. A son of God? No, he was a son of a donkey. That's what 2 donkeys were at it. And
Jesus went.
Born in a barn.
Out he comes, son. Dave, you can't say that, but Dave, we can't say that. We've got religious people within the group.
Listen, you can be as religious as you like, mate. Your version of events might be different from mine. It's how you interpret such events, isn't it? You know what I mean? I mean, reportedly a chippy. I mean, it must have been a blinding.
Actually, hang on. Let's talk about it then, shall we? Reportedly, his mother was a virgin.
Purportedly, say. His mum was what?
A virgin.
Yeah, I know. It would have been a blinding conversation on site the next day when they stopped for sandwiches.
It fucking must have been.
I just finished this last door, and I've got something to tell you at lunch tea break.
I tell you what, mate.
The wife's pregnant, and it ain't mine.
It ain't mine. I don't know whose it is. It must be the fucking donkeys in the stables.
Yeah. The gas fitter said it's an immaculate what? Right.
Oh, mate. But we shouldn't take a piss out of religion.
I bet the Sparkies were fucking having a right. Have you heard the chippy over on the fucking other building? Mrs. Inflicted at A&E's. He went, he said something about an immaculate conception. I bet all the Sparkies went home that night and said, "Listen, you, fucking started this immaculate conception malarkey.
Conception malarkeys.
Like those chippies, yeah, don't even fucking go there. I'm telling you now, yeah. And if it turns out flat, there'll be a steward."
And that's
what Barbie and Ken up, isn't it?
And if it turns out like Sunak, you're fucked.
Yeah. We named this child Sunak. But that is what split Barbie and Ken up.
Yeah. And they were very, but Barbie and Ken were very close as well, mate. I never thought they would be split up.
Ken said, no. It's not even in my genes, mate.
And as she said, we're not having this. You know,
I think it's quite a good story myself. I mean, it's a best-selling book ever on a fucking market, isn't it? The geezer who wrote it wasn't doing that bad, was he?
I'm going to do that bad.
Hartley, was it? You know what I mean?
Oh, but nothing's come in the press about doing fuck up, have they?
No.
Nothing. So, it's all gone.
What else has gone on? Well,
nothing else really.
I don't know. I'll tell you what.
Oh, mate, extended school days.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Education secretary is thinking about extended school days.
You mean indoctrination secretary?
Exactly, you know. Exactly. Boris Johnson welcomes India's ambitions for the new 2030 climate target, but fucking he doesn't care about the COP26, does he?
First thing, Google News. Yeah, first thing I've opened. You know I watched the series quite a while ago, a couple of months ago now.
What is it?
Which was Squid Game. Yeah.
What?
Squid Games.
What the fuck is Squid Games?
It's a Korean. It's Korean. It's a very good program. It's on Netflix. And it's about an 8 or 9 part series.
Yeah.
It's all a rage, Clive, but you're not down with the fucking kids and all that, are you? And it's not for kids, it's for adults. It's not a kids program. But hang
on now, you just fucking contradicted it. You said, Clive, you're not up with the kids. It's not for the kids, it's for the adults.
Like the younger generation then. When I say kids, I'm talking about, 40 below sort of thing. 30 below. Between 20 and 40-ish, thereabouts. It's for over 18s, Squid Games.
What the fuck is Squid Games?
Squid Games, basically, it's for people who've got themselves in vast amounts of debt.
Do you know what fucking Squid Games are? I got an old bastard in front of me, brother, and he's saying he knows what Squid Games is about.
There you go. So he's not with it, Ian, is he? You know what I mean? Ian, while you're there for a few hours, try and fucking educating him a little bit. You know what I mean? On various things that have gone on within the world over the last, I don't know, fucking 20 years. You'll mesmerise him, Ian.
Squid Games? I know what Squid Games are.
As in the fucking mat.
I got him. What?
Basically, just to cut a long story short, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
Loads of geezers are in debt and women, right, in Korea, and this geezer turns up in a suit, and you play a little game, and throw cards on the floor, he wins, yeah, and so you get... You finished?
Yeah, COVID.
You get offered a golden... It's all right, you can't come through the screen. You get off... Not yet. That variant hasn't come out yet. Device transferable. DT it is. Anyway, so you lose the game with the geezer in the suit, and he gives you a golden ticket to go into a games and clear all your debt and win a big chunk of money, $60-odd million. Yeah?
Yeah.
And you play what you would have played back in the day in the schoolyard. Like one of them is, when you used to walk up to someone and if they turn around, you had to stop.
Oh, that.
You remember that? Stop. And then when they turn around, you can walk again. Well, anybody who doesn't make it to the person and beyond, gets shot.
I tell you what.
Machine gun down, yeah. And then you'll play another game and another game. So eventually there's no one left with bar 2. And
fucking kiss chase.
Yeah, it's worse than kiss chase, mate. Trust me. So anyway, that's what it is. Well, anyway, it's very popular. It's like the hot topic in movies. Yeah. So what's someone done? They've invented the squid crypto, and it's a con.
Fucking hell, good lads.
Yeah, it's a sham.
I tell you what we got.
Whenever something's popular, money comes on top of it. Always fucking be double cautious, double cautious, triple cautious.
Cautious.
So anyway,
oh fucking hell!
People have lost it lost 99.99% of its value within seconds. So they got all the money in and they took all the money out.
Took all the money out. Nicola, I'm Nicky Wharton. Clive, you're getting old too quick. Fuck off, you cheeky.
What do you mean getting? You mean got? Getting is in the future. We're in now. Almost past tense, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but Nicky's Welsh. I get it.
Caravans mobile homes are the in thing. Can't get enough of them. They're fetching.
Well, fucking talk to fucking Briggsy by that. He loves his fucking mobile home, doesn't he? Mr. Mobile Home.
Yeah, oh, he's never out of it. I don't blame him, mate. I don't blame him. And once he retires, he'll be doing the whole of Europe and everywhere, won't he? Be down to the Doyne.
Oh, man. When he retires now, when's he retired? When you retiring, Briggsy?
December.
Fucking December. Look, he rubs it in straight away. Look. He's like that. December, Clive, let me tell you. All the way. Fucking hell. Oh. We've had an right. We'll go and see him.
Oh, it is a blinder. Yeah. This is from the Times 2 days ago, evidently. I've not opened up the article, I'm just reading headlines.
Come on,
Will interest rate rises cause house price crashes?
Oh, fuck yes. Oh, yes.
I don't know.
No. Fucking hell. Let me tell you. They need to wake up. Bit of chocolate.
Petrol prices at an all-time world record?
Oh, hey. We don't need to talk about that anymore, do we? You know what I mean? We've done that so many times. Oh, hey.
Go on.
Rob Robertson, Conservative MP, who has sexually harassed staff members, is giving back his party membership.
Oh, 1 day ago. I don't know who's been given his party membership back.
Roberts.
Oh, yeah.
He sexually harassed staff members.
Mate, I've never seen so many articles now on police. There's another copper just gone up again from Sussex.
Yeah.
On rape. I mean, they are allegations. You know what I mean? But yeah. I've never seen so many now. Between the Met and down here in Sussex, mate. Fuck me. They must have clocked on and said, fucking, I'm clocking on for rape duty. You know what I mean? And not that you should make a joke of it, because it's not.
No.
A joke of it, but fuck me, who's fucking running these outfits? Anyway, that's that. And the thing is, right? Listen, they've all got body-worn cameras, yeah.
Yeah.
Mate, don't wear them all the fucking time, then.
Yeah, but David.
All the time.
David,
I'll just put them on when I can fucking get myself out of the shit.
They only put them on, when they're gonna get themselves out of the shit.
Yeah. They'll get themselves in it first with the camera off. And then when they think they've got the upper hand, then the old camera will go on. And they're supposed to notify you that they're turning their camera on, by the way. And you can apply for that data footage because it's you on there. Listen, a nice bit of news here. Not that I do it. I haven't done it for a long time. We used to do a syndicate back in the day.
Yeah.
Somebody in the United Kingdom has won 11 million on the lottery.
You fucking ain't me.
And been claimed up until a day ago.
Well, it ain't fucking me, because I tell you what, we would be in. Where do you pick it up? Watford?
Well, it's definitely not me, mate. I'll just give Bezo a ring and say, when you leave in 14 days' time, mate, give us a lift back to the States, will you? I'll pay a quarter of the tank.
And he'd tell you to piss off. He'd say, why would I want you there, David?
Oh, Tommy Fury's going to box that Jake Paul, the internet nutter.
Who's going to box him?
Tyson Fury's brother, Tommy Fury.
Oh,
if Tommy Fury loses, that'll be the end of his career, and it ain't really started yet.
No.
Evidently, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's in the news, but Boris is already backpedaling to the French on the fishing.
Ah, mate, that was obvious, weren't it? Come on. That was fucking obvious. Fucking Boris and the French. I bet he's under the table. I bet Kylie's entering from behind and he's fucking sucking.
Pity they can't fucking impound a few dinghies, isn't it?
Tell him. Fucking hell, man. Look, it's a bag of bollocks, but let me tell you. Oh, pardon me.
Go on, mate.
Oh, I'll tell you what. We've just been for an Indian. Fucking hell, mate. My ass stinks.
Oh, nice. Oh, we go on, tell us more. Fucking hell, get your shorts off and show everyone your shorts, Clive.
I will if you want me to.
It's not whether I want to, mate. It's up to you, isn't it, mate? It's your end there. Right. Yeah. That's it. Oh, the Ulees is evidently a massive success. So,
Savage Javid. Savage
said that. No one's paid it yet.
Right.
I would have. No one's paid a bill, a Yule's bill yet. There hasn't been. No. As far as I know, from what Piers Corbyn was saying today, is that no bills have actually been sent out yet for Yule's. So I don't know who's going to fucking catch up with that. And you can't take 10,000 people to court, can you?
Hey, another good rare English name for you. Yeah. Sajid Javid. Fucking what a name, Sajid Javid.
Sajid Javid, yeah.
Yeah, he's been threatened with legal action over COVID testing fiasco.
Yeah, well, he's in charge of he's the new health minister, isn't he?
Because people were given 45,000 were given false negative results.
When he took over, he's the one who when he took over, the first couple of minutes out of his mouth on the TV was, "I'm getting all this sorted out. It's all going to be sorted. Don't worry. All this passport thing and all that."
So, right now he took over from Wanky Hancock, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, Wanky Hancock. What's Wanky Hancock doing these days? Do we know?
Don't know. Probably he's busy, probably hiding money from his missus.
Yeah, probably getting the money from under the bulky mattress. You know. So, what's that? So they reckon the British prison systems now are becoming more like the failed US prison system.
So what? Say that again over.
The Britain's prison system is becoming more like the failed US prison system.
Been like it for a long time, mate.
It's been fucking like it for decades.
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 It wasn't as bad, to be honest with you. Back in the 90s, I did a prison sentence, as you know, back in 97.
Yeah.
And then you could get MVQs in various things.
Right.
Different things, you know, cleaning. You could get and you can get level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I mean? So you come out almost supervisor and above level on that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Getting a job in it obviously was a different thing. There was also courses run to get funding. They were very keen on people wanting to start their own businesses.
Yes.
You know, I don't know, ice cream van or whatever. And there was various things for funding for that. And other such things, you know what I mean? Education was not big, but quite popular. A lot of people back then and previous to that, did online degrees and all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? Especially long-termers. Anybody with sort of a 5, 6 or above actual service sentence, could get into that sort of thing. Or if you was doing a 3 stretch and if you could do a degree in, like some degrees, only a couple of 2 or 3 years, as you know, you could do that. But all that's gone. All that funding and everything for all that sort of stuff's gone. And to be honest with you, a lot of people think it's a good idea. They think prisoners should be fed on bread and water and let out every half hour a day for a bit of exercise. That's all right if you don't mind thousands of lunatics being released on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Because it's not 1 or 2 people a day let out of prison. There's 40, 50, sometimes 100 people let out of each unit. You know what I mean? And
definitely.
God knows how many we've got now. So yeah, I would have thought the idea. I mean, most people go in there because a vast majority, they're not all, because some of them are white collar crimes, or just people have fucking lost their rag like myself. But a lot of them are uneducated. I mean, I used to do a thing called toe to toe back in the day, which was teaching people to read and write. You know what I mean? And it's called toe to toe, 1-to-ones. And I used to do a lot of the traveller community. Used to say, "Mister, can you teach me to read and write?" And odd 1 or 2 just wanted it so that they could have their cell unlocked for 20 minutes, half hour, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But I soon got on them. You know what I mean? Like you can imagine. I used to say, "Mate, listen, you're not fucking interested, but take them off of it." You know what I mean? But yeah, all that's changed, mate. A lot of it's changed.
Hey, Dave, hang on. A lot of talk going on about pebble dashing. Look, I'm not fucking pebble dashing. I'm just fluffing. Just having a fluff, that's all. Bit of, as a woman would say, look, fluffing. All right, that's all I'm doing. I just had an Indian. If I was pebble dashing, I wouldn't be sitting here. Let me tell you, it'd be all over the place. All right. When I shit,
I didn't have the talk on because I was scrolling through the other stuff.
But it's better out than in, isn't it? If I was sitting here straining, going red, you wouldn't want to know about that.
No.
You could have a fucking if I held it in, I could fucking have an heart attack.
There are into that sort of thing, and there are websites for it. I believe. You know what I mean? I had this conversation, funny enough, only an hour ago with somebody in Telegram, on a Telegram page that I run, and they were chatting absolute shit. And I did say there are fucking pages to chat that fucking bollocks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they were wanting to talk about porn and other such stuff. And I said, there are sites for it. This ain't the fucking place, mate. You're in the wrong room. And there are millions upon millions, probably billions of pages throughout the internet. And it's there for whatever your persuasion is.
Look at this. Look. James just said she's actually sitting on the toilet.
Oh, yeah. People do all sorts of weird things from the toilet, mate.
I tell you what.
Log into their bank details, that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Fluffing. Yeah, no, I don't mean fluffing.
There is little, very, very little rehabilitation going on within our prison systems now.
Yeah, look, there's nothing going on. They come out of prison, mate. They can't get jobs because you've got to share the information. Look at my daughter. My daughter's come out of prison, mate. She can't get a fucking job as a cleaner.
No, well, you can't. You can't. You have to declare. And all people that think, oh yeah, but after so many years, your convictions are spent in certain areas within industry, and rightly so. Certain things are never spent. You know what I mean?
But
in some industries, no history spent. Whatever it is, even the Mars bar.
She come out. She had it was perjury. All right, she come out. She was 17. She was a young girl. She was drunk and she done something she shouldn't have done. She went down for it, and she come out, mate. She done her time, but they added 5 years on her license because a new scheme come in which said, we'll add 5 years on the license, and if you're in trouble in the next 5 years, then we will look at, and never given any support or anything. Now she can't get a fucking job.
I know somebody who's done 13 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are fucking psychos. And I mean fucking psychopaths. Yeah. The person is a complete fucking nut.
Yeah.
Right. They've been told, they haven't, but they've been told they've breached their license. Yeah. They've got to go back. Right. Listen, they've gone back already. Yeah. They've got to do another 2 years. Do you know what he said? That's all right. You can't fucking monitor me once I've done those 2, have you? Stick it up your fucking arse.
And that's it then, mate.
He's going to have done 15, yeah? So he'll be in a fucking worse than what he's after the 13. And they won't be able to monitor him because the legal system doesn't allow him to. Because he would have been, the period that he would have spent on monitoring, he's now going to spend back on serving the remaining of his 2 years. Fuck, how mental's that? And if there's anybody should be monitored, it should be him the rest of his fucking life. He should have to report every fucking day. You know what I think? Useless.
Yeah.
Like, this man should be tagged for life. They should know every movement he makes.
Even
if he's fucking going to the shop. As soon as he leaves his house, they should know. And a policeman should fucking follow him, ideally. But yeah, that's the system we've now, or not we, as in them, have built for us, the public.
So, right, what my mother's just put up is France has told Britain they have 24 hours to sort out the fishing.
There's no fish left. We can't sort it out.
Fucking sort out the fucking fishing. First. Need to get our fucking boats back first.
That ain't happening, is it? You see, what happened was, if you probably don't, I don't know, some people do realise, I suppose, and I know a lot don't. What they wanted to do is back in the day, back in the 70s, well, prior to 70s, when they did all the planning, but the plan was to centralise different things. Yeah, car making was going to be centralised to one country. This is going to be central. The coal was centralised to Germany and Poland.
Yeah.
So we had to give up our coal industry because Germany and Poland were.
Yeah.
Right? All the fishing was going to go to mainland Europe.
Yeah.
We burnt all our boats, so we got rid of the mining, we got rid of the coal, and then some fucking lunatic come up with a good idea that actually it's much cheaper to get all our gear made in China. Centralise all the fucking manufacturing to China, not Europe.
Yeah.
Fucking China. You know what I mean? And so what they've done, I mean, England was basically, or is basically supposed to be a distribution hub.
Yeah.
That's what we are. It's the financial centre of the fucking world, barring America.
I tell you what.
That's what we are. We're a distribution hub. You know,
we're a servicing hub.
In and out, it all gets flown out. Everything that goes into Ireland comes through the United Kingdom. You know what I mean? And now that's getting a few shekels put on it, isn't it? They've worked that one out now.
Yeah, you know.
So,
and I tell you what,
that is the hot idea, and that hasn't changed. All these people who think that we were never leaving Europe, those who thought we were leaving Europe, we now have moved the.
For everybody who thought we left Europe, you've only got to see now the French, the Germans. They're all taking it.
Europe's a continent.
But they've all
the club of the EU.
Yeah, but they're all taking the piss out of us, but
we haven't.
No, we haven't. Because they're all taking the piss out of us now.
No, not even close. You know what I mean?
Not
even close, I believe. The checks are still being sent one way.
Yeah. And we don't get nothing from Europe anymore. So what are they doing?
They've had a right touch, haven't they? Because it's a one-way.
Yeah. But Dave, what are they doing now?
Taxes are going one way now.
But Dave, what are they doing now? They're going, give us the money, we'll give you the immigrants. Give us the money, we'll give you the immigrants. Give us the money. Hey. I will take your fish as well. Fuck off. Take the immigrants.
There's not a lot out there, mate, fish-wise. I can tell you that now.
No, it's not.
The fishermen down here that I've known for years, the families, the brown rigs are the ones that are still going. And the brown rigs shut their locker on the beach here as in what we call inshore fishermen.
Yeah.
They must have shut that locker 25, 30 years ago. Well, all the lockers on the front are shut, you know what I mean? And Greg, who's the oldest one of the brothers now, his son's, funny enough, about mid-30s, and he's following on in his dad's footsteps.
Dave, wait for a minute. Yeah. Matt, stop going on about my fucking backside. I know you love my backside, but fucking stop telling everybody about it, man. I told you, I'll play Santa Claus, and I'll help you my sack this Christmas.
He's stuck up.
He's just put up there. It would be lovely if someone got about them 400 planes dropped from the air. Clive and his backside would shoot them down. Fuck me. Yeah. You know, he's always talking about my backside all the time, man.
Well, you know, sometimes people bring things upon themselves, Clive.
I have got a good backside, though. Look at this, mate. Look at the cheeks. Look how tight my cheeks are. Look at them. Look at them, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Fucking solid there. I could crack chestnuts between them. Let me tell you.
We won't be coming round your fucking house for Christmas for fucking nuts, then, will we?
No fucking chance, but let me tell you. Yeah. But, you know.
Good grief. No, that's not nice.
That's not nice. Right. What's not nice, Phil?
I don't know. Steve
she wouldn't.
A wide angle lens. Bless him.
I prefer your tits.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Steady now, son. Steady. Fucking hell, Matt.
That's it, really. Well, I don't know what else to say, mate, about what's gone on. That's about all I know.
Well, it's been quiet this week, haven't it, really, so far? You know, and we invite people on. Nobody ever comes on. Not even Matt comes on anymore. I put it up there, you know.
I sent the link out. I do send the link.
I'm sending it out again now, look. It's going up there now.
It's whether you check the green room.
We don't even see Alan anymore.
I don't know where he is, mate, Alan. I don't know.
Alan's disappeared, but
I don't speak to anyone online, do I, really? A few the odd people, but I don't get involved on the social media stuff.
I don't know, you do. I don't know, you do fucking quite well on TikTok.
Another 7 days.
So how was TikTok been?
Yeah, it's all right. It's quite a good system, mate. A lot of people sell stuff on there. Huge amount of sales organisations on TikTok, and more coming on every day, like big firms.
Have you been singing your songs?
Not for a while. Not for a few days.
Right. Rich, yeah.
Alan's doing something on his platform.
Is he right? Are we going to Dennis Hutchins' funeral? Look.
Right. The thing is, with the 11th, with the date it's been arranged on, in my humble opinion, it wasn't the best day to arrange something, because
we've got other things.
Most people or veterans or anybody who does. I mean, I celebrate it most times of the week, but I'm involved in it all the time. But most people will have. I do this pretty much the same things on the 11th of the 11th that I've done for a long time. I go to a few different locations. I go down the park here, and I get on the memorial at the right time. Yeah. And I'm not going to abandon that myself. And I wouldn't have done it on that day. I would have done it on the 10th or the 12th. Yeah. If you wanted to do it close to the 11th. But I don't understand why it's the 11th. It doesn't make any sense to me.
And the other thing is as well, we've already spoke about it. There's people going down there to represent regiments, and people going down there to represent. A lot of people work, and it's not just a matter of just going, I'm going to take the day off. All right.
And to me, it's something. Well, being a veteran, to me, it's a regimental thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And if you knew it,
and if you actually knew the fella, of course, I mean, I spoke to Dennis. I think the last time I spoke to Dennis was when you was chatting to him about your do that you was having.
And we invited him along.
Yeah, your Christmas guards do, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And, you was arranging that with him, and he said if he's in good health, he'd like to go. Blah blah.
He'd like to go.
But it's to me, he's a blue, red, blue, and that's the people who should be dealing with Dennis's request. And you can only get so many people in and around that church. Yeah, and I don't know how many blue, red, blue veterans are there, Clive? Do you know?
Oh, mate, I wouldn't like to say.
Tens of thousands?
Yeah, but when you're talking veterans, mate, you're talking a lot of veterans are turning out on that day.
I know, but if it was his own regiment that were turning out, you'd have more than enough, wouldn't you?
Oh, massively,
and people are going down there for different reasons, you know what I mean? And not all good, and to me, not all good ones, you know what I mean?
No,
and I don't want to be involved in all that. I never have done, and I'm not going to start now.
And that's where we are. We've always said, we've always been open. There's big causes. Look, at the end of the day, we've still got shit going on. I've got my mate, Briggsy. He's here tonight. Yeah. All right, and we've had a chat today, and we will keep fighting for what's happened with Mr. Briggs, along with other veterans and the veteran causes. We've got so many out there. We've got other Northern Ireland veterans being pursued. We've got sexual assault being covered up in the military. Yeah. All right. And it is going to come out in the future.
And that's still and some of that's still going on today.
And it is going on. It's still being covered up. We've got the MOD the MOD not fulfilling promises. We've got veterans on the streets. We've got veterans can't get compensation. There's so much going on now.
Gurkha's stuff is up in the air. They haven't been paid a dollar since they stopped their hunger strike.
Charity's taking the piss. RBL, how many of you know? How many of you have put £1 in and bought a poppy?
They were funny enough. They were down here on Saturday.
Were they?
With a funny enough, it was made by Ford, but an American, the American Jeep.
Yeah.
One of those, mocked up one of them, and they were collecting. And guess who was sat there?
Go on.
Nigel.
Fuck off.
Yeah, on my life, he was sat there, giving it the old woe is me malarkey. And anyway, she called the police and blah, blah, blah. Oh, the ambulance. And I said, this has been going on for days now, love. And I was chatting away to him. And I said, well, really, I said, I'm not anti anybody, you know what I mean? But I don't agree. I think the British Legion do a very good job at collecting money. You can't take that off of them.
You can't take that off them. You can't take that.
They are very, very good at collecting money. And I'm not anti anybody collecting money. I just I don't support unethical causes.
Look. I don't.
It's their ethics that are wrong.
I don't support them closing down respite facilities which could be turned into homeless hostels. I don't. Fucking.
They've cut down. They've sold off load of their establishments.
Yeah, they have.
Load of their commercial buildings they've sold. They've shut all their daycare centres.
Yeah.
For veterans. You know what I mean?
Well,
so they are doing their bit for veterans. You know what I mean?
So we got that going on, and we got still a lot of things going on in the veterans community. But mental health system's fucking broke. It's not just. I know a lot of people say
that system's not just broken for veterans, is it? That's broken.
It's broke for everybody, fucking everybody, and you've showed that, Dave. Come on, when you spent the weekend.
Listen, someone would just say Nigel who? Nigel's ex child protection
police officer.
Police officer, and he's been in a suicidal state now, coming up for 5 days, I think.
5 days, and they've done fuck all.
Nothing's been done.
Nothing. And that's what you got to see. It's a fucking joke. Young Alex is selling poppy design badges. The money raised goes to small charities who actually work for free.
Very much go. What goes?
Young Alex.
Said what?
Young Alex is selling poppy designs, badges. The money raised goes to small charities who actually work for free. Young Alex.
That's a different kettle of fish.
And that's a different kettle of fish.
He did a sponsored haircut, did he, and raised 500 quid.
And young Alex, young Alex
took that money directly to charities, 200 quid for one, another 500 for another.
But young Alex is a fucking inspirational individual.
Of course he is.
So Richard's just said, I know a lot of mental health workers.
Young Alex is the sort of lad that you'd get involved with distributing money that the RBL collects, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Richard's just said
they wouldn't want to do that because they'd end up with they wouldn't end up with 370 million in assets and cash, would they? You know what I mean?
No. But Richard's just said, I know a lot of mental health workers, they say they're the least funded department in the NHS. Yes, and why? Because the fucking pharmaceutical, they actually pay the doctors for issuing fucking depression tablets out.
Because they've realised, that mental health, they can make money out of it, and vast amounts of money.
Oh, vast. And
that's all the managers are interested in.
If they can put you
as much dollar as possible.
If they can, on kickbacks. Yeah, but David, if you've got an house and they can put you in a system, where does that house go?
Your mum said anything happy to finish on.
You are?
Your mum. Anything happy to finish on.
Yeah. Fucking hell, life. I tell you what.
Yeah, whatever's going on, don't let it grind you down so much.
Don't let you grind you down.
Listen, if you're not in control of something, jog it on. You know what I mean?
And let it go. Let it go.
Yeah.
Look on the bright side of life.
anything they're doing in Westminster or government.
Yeah, definitely.
You, me, or the geezer next door, or the lady down the road have got no control over whatsoever. As long as you've got enough money to pay your heating, pay your rent or your mortgage, get some nice bit of food in for the weekend and during the week, life's a good one, I would think. You know what I mean?
And that's it, you know. And
if you can't do that, you're probably doing something wrong.
But remember, always look on
the bright side
of life.
Yeah. There always is one. There always is one, you know what I mean?
Is it ever? Fucking hell, come on. Look, life is what is fucking, what we make it.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, Kerry just put up a good one. We are on the Alan Merritt show, Wake Up UK, part 2 of The Great Escape. That Kerry kindly did some artwork for Alan. Very well done, Kerry. Thank you very much. And I know Kerry's not been very well of late. And I'll say it live because I've already asked before. Kerry, we need your bank details, darling.
Kerry, oh, carry a bag. We need your details. Carry a bag. She'll give me shit now. She's going to give me shit now, isn't she?
Yeah.
Carrie, you know I love you, Carrie.
She'll get you on a PM, mate.
I know she will. She always does, doesn't she?
She's very well. She's been under the weather. She does suffer with various things, and she does a fantastic job for us. Chloe,
sea love. No, sea love. That's sea love, that is. No, sea love. Chloe. No, it's not. No, it's sea love. Sea love.
Yeah, she's got the 3 exclamation marks.
I tell you
so there
what,
you go. That's it and all about it. I'm going. I'm watching a new series. Listen, if any of you people want to watch a good series, it's very, very good. It's based on a nearly. It's based on a true story. It's called The Maid. It's on Netflix. It's an 8 or 9 part series. It's about.
That sounds something dirty.
No, because you would think that because that's the sort of geezer you are. It's about a lady who leaves domestic violence. She flees in the middle of the night with her 3-year-old daughter. Ooh. And she basically gets a job as a maid. And the woman that she ends up working for is very, very interesting, who can't have kids and has got everything. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a good story. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's number 23.
David, hang on now. David, hang on. Richard's just put, I remember Dave saying some months ago, even if you go to the shop, do something positive, plus feel better in your works. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Listen, mate, as long as you get up, all you got to do is have a little bit. Don't be like fucking this fella here, yeah? Have a little program. Get up in the morning, yeah? Make your bed, do your ablutions, get dressed. Even if it's in boxers and shorts or a pair of jogging bottoms, yeah? Don't wear the same gear all week. Yeah, change up. I change twice a day.
Hey.
And if you can do it, yeah, leave your fucking 4 walls. Yeah?
But David.
To walk to the end of your path. Stand and talk to the neighbours.
David, another good one is to have a good fart. I'll be proud of it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good fart and be proud of it.
You must like have a little system, you know what I mean, and try and be a little consistent with it. It's hard to drag yourself out of bed some mornings. A friend of mine, a lady, well, not a friend, somebody I know through social media. I've only just met her really. She's in Essex, and she was suicidal, and she did try and commit suicide 5 days ago.
Yeah.
And it was 2 friends on social media that pulled her out. She had no fucking money. And people were sending her Tesco's delivery ground with food, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And off she went, and she's back in the fucking game now. So if you're struggling for whatever, phone us. We don't have to send you money. We want to give you a little food parcel through Tesco.
But look, sharing is caring. Get rid of your pride. Get rid of your fucking shame. All right? Because they're 2 fucking words.
The fear of asking and possibly turning down, you know what I mean? And you might feel a bit embarrassed about it, but there's nothing to be embarrassed about asking. Trust me, if I'm in a corner,
we're not going to tell you to fuck off unless you want me to do something. Like,
No.
strip off and do something and, you know,
That
cover my
doesn't
eye
mean
in
start fucking messaging people for money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It means
Right.
that I know who get messaged for money. That's not giving an open. If you want
No,
to message
no.
for money, yeah, message me. And if it's a stupid amount, you'll probably get told to jog on. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But if you are in trouble, you know, if you're a bit short on a rent or whatever it is, don't get depressed over it. Just ask. You know what I mean? I'm not a millionaire. Clive's not a millionaire. But
David, we've got to go because Matt is starting to talk about butt plugs now. I ain't fucking staying on you. He's Matt. Whatever's got you going, Matt.
Matt, listen. He's got a guest that's got to put up with this all night. You know what I mean?
You know,
Clive, listen. Go to the kitchen and get the geezer a nice knife and fork and a bib.
He's not that bad, Matt. Yeah. My shit doesn't smell, son. My shit smells of roses.
He probably won't wake up in the morning and he's got a very important meeting.
Fucking hazmat suit. Who the fuck hazmat suit?
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
I tell you. So, anyway, that's where we are. So remember, stay safe. And those who don't love
us, we still love you. And we'll see you tomorrow night on the Wake Up UK with
join us tomorrow. And hey, be there or be square. Good night.
Yeah. 4 nights this week. People have been fucking suicidal by Friday.
Yes.